is something we need. It's a leap of faith. Oh, if you have the will and the moment to spare, it's a beautiful world out there. It's a beautiful world out there.
Today's walk starts in the pretty little village of Coniston, in the Lake District. Coniston is a good centre for walkers and climbers, and those wanting to investigate the Tilberthwaite slate quarries. Until the copper mines, dating from Jacobean times, were revitalised about 1859, Coniston was a scattered rural community. It was mainly settled around Coniston Hall, a 16th-century farmhouse with a display of mighty chimneys, built by the Fleming family and now owned by the National Trust. There are two public launch services on Coniston Water, the Coniston Launch, and the National Trust Steam Yacht Gondola. Both of these call at Brantwood. Arthur Ransom based his children's book, Swallows and Amazons, on locations around Coniston Water. The Monk Coniston estate, owned by Beatrix Potter, and given on her death to the National Trust, stretches from Coniston to Skelworth Bridge and includes the famous Beatty spot of Tarn House. But the real attraction at Coniston is the picturesque Coniston Water. Despite its peaceful appearance, the water has a bloody past. Donald Campbell broke the water speed record on Coniston Water in 1955, and was killed attempting to regain it again in 1967. There is a memorial to him on the village green, just opposite the car park, and information about him in the Ruskin Museum. On the 8th of March 2001, Bluebird was raised from the bed of Coniston Water, and on the 28th of May the remains of what was later proved to be Campbell's body were brought from the lake. A memorial service was held in Coniston Church on the 12th of September 2001, and his body buried in the churchyard. More information, and a replica of Bluebird, can be seen at the Lakeland Motor Museum, at Holker Hall. On the lakeside, there is a fantastic cafe bearing the name of the boat, the Bluebird Cafe, which I would highly recommend for some refreshments. In 1872 John Ruskin settled in the area, having bought his house, Brantwood, a year previously. Ruskin lived for the last 30 years of his life there, just across the lake from Coniston Village. When he died, he was buried in St Andrew's Church graveyard, and his grave was marked with a large carved cross made from green slate from the local quarry at Tilberthwaite. Collingwood worked to set up an exhibition, now called the Ruskin Museum, at the back of the Coniston Mechanics Institute, as a place to preserve any Ruskin mementos that could be found.